Champy, sit. All right, good evening, good people of the TikTok and of the YouTube and of the X and LinkedIn. I just made up those lyrics. I'm almost as good as ChatGPT with lyrics, yeah. Champy, you gonna sing? 10,000 words swarm round my head. 10 million more in books written beneath my bed. All right. Hello. Surprised I'm not strumming Wicked. Well, I just got back from Wicked. We accidentally bought 3D tickets, which I've always hated 3D, but the technology's gotten good enough now where I guess the frame rate's high enough and they're a little more subtle about it. So after about 5 minutes, it was fine. But Wicked's quite good. It's quite good. I mean, if you're a theater geek at all, you'll love it. And then I think just general moviegoers will like it. If you hate musicals and you don't know Wicked, you'll probably be like, okay, I don't get what the big deal is. But theater geeks everywhere are just all about it. I had some dude to my right. He's like 6'3", bald, like super masculine. Every time something happened, he was like, oh. He was so into it. I think his daughter must have been a theater geek because he was super into it. It was pretty cute. But it didn't fit his build or demeanor. Every time I see it now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. In the early misty morning light, I heard the engine burn. In the old Ford inside. What do you think, Champ? Are we gonna sing? Now that all the activities died down? We just got home, so there's a lot of activity. Champy's a little distracted. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. We learn about labs. This is an animal husbandry channel. Friday nights is Friday night date night, so there's a lot of dog fornication happening. Oh no, sorry. That was a different lab channel. Sorry. That's the one I do on weekends. Anyway, this one is about AI. Right, AI. It's either animal husbandry or AI. You never quite know what you're going to get. This one, we have a singing dog. On the weekends, dogs of different activities. I cracked up Joey with that one. Oh man, got no comments on YouTube yet. Where do we have everyone? Is everyone over on X? Most people are on X. If you're on X, welcome. I will not be talking about crypto tonight, which I know is going to be disappointing to all of you. I can talk about it. I just got burned out on that whole world. This is why I shouldn't be late. Animal husbandry jokes. Oh. Did something happen that makes crypto relevant again? Just the fact that Bitcoin's at around 100,000 and it's dipping and doing its thing, and then it's going to pull back and ETH is going to run, and then it's going to pull back and the alts are going to run, then it's going to pull back and the gaming tokens are going to run. At least that's what all the predictions are. That alt season is coming. And alt season is when all the crypto bros make their 100x gains and buy their Lambos and get even more obnoxious than they are now. So the same as last time. I made a little on it so far. Yeah, I haven't even gotten into it because I am a horrible trader for many, many reasons. One, I'm not good at math. Two, I have ADHD. Three, I'm emotionally driven. So I'm like, I think it's going bad. Sell. And then, I sell and it goes up, right? I buy high and sell low. I'm just not good at it. And it's also really fucking stressful. I mean, the fact that if you click on the wrong hyperlink in Discord or in your email from someone that a trusted email account that got hacked, and you can get all your shit stolen, it's fucking stressful. Or like if you send something to the wrong chain, it's just gone forever. It's just high anxiety. Yeah, exactly. Archetypal architect. It's a bad combo to be a crypto trader. Silver Fox putting on the smash the like button on YouTube. If you're over on YouTube, even if you're not on YouTube, go to the YouTube channel. So if you're in TikTok, go there to my account, click on YouTube, subscribe to it. If you're over on X, if you'd run over to YouTube to Learning Lab -AI to that channel and just subscribe to it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm at like 610 now. So I'm growing slowly. I spent all day digesting. DQ Blizzard's over on YouTube now. All right. Brandon's writing something on the green. But you're growing. I am growing. That's true. I am growing. So happy Friday night date night. If you have questions about AI or comments or want to see something, pop it in the comments below. Below here on TikTok, over to the side on YouTube. I honestly don't know where the comments are on X. Apparently X has a new if you go to x.com/username/live, It'll either take you to this live session, or when this session stops and is recorded, it'll take you to the latest live session for that channel, which I thought was kind of cool. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. If you saw Wicked, it was really good. The only thing that I'll share, which is not a spoiler, but if you're not geeking out on it, it's a 3-hour movie that's part 1. So it's basically Act 1 of the musical is the part of the plot the movie covers, but they obviously added some stuff to it to get it to 3 hours. But it's quite good, quite good. Eling Maz heading over to YouTube. Is that you? Is that DQ Blizzard? Can I go over Midjourney again if I have time? I got nothing but time. Oh, Source Camp is DQ. Cool. Hey, Source Camp. Kelly Camp. I drew an app using lovable.dev, like pen and paper. Oh, that's cool. Silver Fox is now over on X. Okay, cool. Thanks, Silver Fox. Yeah, hang out over there. Tell me what's going on over there. Because I am just spouting my feeds. I've got one going to LinkedIn. I've got one going to X. I've got one going to YouTube, and then I have a whole separate live stream for the Tickety Talk, as Corey Sandler calls it, which I think is cute. Tickety Talk. But yeah, we can go look at Midjourney for sure. Happy Friday night, everybody. We're gonna keep it kind of loose and relaxed tonight. I don't think I'll go off. I had a couple of ranty evenings this week. I think I have sated my my passions this week. What did someone ask me yesterday? It was a simple question. Oh, when do you consider AI art? I fucking went off. Jim Ross sitting on a bench while my family is at the shopping center for Black Friday. My personal hell. Thankful AI date night. Yes. Hey, Jim Ross. Shopping. I despise shopping. I despise it so much. So I'm right there with you. It was a good rant. Should cut it into a short. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Listen, I need to lose my frustration with the fact that people think that AI is just push a button and out squirts art. Because you can use it like that, and you can make a bunch of bad art like that. And so they're not wrong. And there are ways to make art that it's actually art. But the minute uneducated people hear that it was AI, they discount it. I noticed someone took my TikTok video and posted it over to Reddit. The TikTok video I did on the hip hop song that I did, the Holy Crap video, the one that got all the views, they posted it to Reddit. And I was looking at the comments in Reddit, and there was not nearly as much hate in Reddit as I thought. Deco here threads the needle of what? Of just push a button and art comes out. Yeah, but what I would argue with Deco here is Deco here makes so much work that what you curate and choose to refine, that the creative act with Deco here is letting its massive creation inspire you, which is kind of an interesting one. All right. What are we going to do? How many folks we got in here? Got a handful in here, handful over there. All right. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to Midjourney. I discovered a new thing tonight on trying to make an avatar. So we were talking about making avatars this week. And let me flip. Yeah, let me flip this like this. And then, why aren't more young people in your lives? Well, I think young people tend to like watching other young people, and I'm a fat old guy. I think it's the, as much as I like to think that, I've got supermodel good looks, like the genetics lottery home run, right? Apparently, that's not the case with actual good-looking people and actual young people. They see me differently than maybe I do. I also think that there is I think that there is sort of an elder millennial Gen X, Lori Blair, of all the Black Friday stuff going on today. The only thing I bought was an extra hard drive for my AI creations. That is an approved Friday purchase. I love it. I think that there's actually a fascinating divide happening where older millennials, Gen Xers, and younger boomers, there's this sort of window of right around where I am that are leaning into AI. And my theory, like, I don't have any data on it, just my guess is that people that are between kind of late 40s to early 60s were there at the beginning of the World Wide Web, right? And also were kids when PCs came onto the scene, right? So we've seen a couple of technological revolutions change the world already. So I think that there's a lot of the Gen Xers that I talked to that were around for the World Wide Web, but didn't take advantage of it, like didn't aggressively get into it, are like, fuck it, I'm not going to miss AI. So I think that's going on. And then I just think a lot of younger people are just not into it. I don't know why. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would love to have more young people in here. But they just ain't. They just ain't. My friends all hate it, and they were all 30 and below. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the whole purpose of this channel is, I frankly don't give a shit if someone hates AI after having used it, after having tried it. But what my experience is people that are pissed off about it and really afraid of it aren't using it or haven't used it at all. They're just on the sidelines. They heard that it's theft, and they heard that it's bad, and they heard that it's evil, and they heard that it's going to be run by a handful of companies, and they heard that the robots are going to kill us, and they're like, fuck it. You guys are assholes for using it. And, I think that's incredibly short-sighted. I think it's stupid. I do. It's like this shit isn't going away. It's like, fucking learn what it is. And then after you use it, after you understand what it makes possible and what it actually is and how it actually works, like, take the time to learn how it actually works. It is not plagiarism. Period. You can get it to act like a plagiarizer, which is what all the people do that want to prove that it's evil, but it's just not how it works. I think a lot of people think that they have to hang up their dreams of getting rich with creativity and not accepting that using AI is creative. I think that's right. He says no. Brandon just smacked me a little. He goes, "You said you weren't going to rant, and you're opening it up with a rant." Well, this is my prerogative. Welcome to Chat ADD. Cheers. I have a green drink. It's healthy, tasty. Anytime I try and post about it, it gets no likes. Where are you posting? Are you posting it on Facebook? Anything I post on, it gets no likes. Just posting memes now. Yeah, there you go. AI nerds. That's really funny. Anytime I post on Facebook anything about AI, I get no engagement, like fucking none. I'll get one or two decently close friends that are like, "Well, I think that's evil, right?" That's about it. Archetypal architect likes the rants. In my Gen Z research, Gen Z is afraid because educators made it evil and threatening. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good point, right? Gen Zers are like, they were told that AI is cheating. And I think it's a really convenient, excuse not to have to learn it. It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad, I tell you. It's really just sad. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's just sad. Speaking of sad, look at the happy meerkats. They're so cute. Here's something I learned today. Thanksgiving with the well-educated early 30s family members truly challenged me with AI talk. Interesting. Did you see my comment? I totally showed them up by having what? ChatGPT analyze a book I read. Oh, that's good. That's good. Facebook is like a great aunt. TikTok is like the cool cousin. All right. So I thought it would be really fun to make an avatar of like a cute animated animal. So I did some meerkats, I did some turtles, I did a koala bear, and guess what I learned? None of the avatar tools, HeyGen, Runway, and I did one other one. Oh, I did like an open source one. None of them would recognize these faces as faces. Like this one. Which one did I use? I think I used this one. I mean, there's a mouth, there's a nose, there's two eyes, there's ears. How can it not recognize that as a face? So anyway, I did all this work. I went to 11 labs and I made voices that are actually really cute. I made cute little animals, and then it was an abject failure because I couldn't actually animate them. So I don't know if anyone knows of any animation tools that recognize cartoon faces, but none of those did. You don't get enough likes for posting AI. Young people just want likes. Well, yeah. X is doing this weird thing now where they're just posting. They're rewarding if you get engagement from blue check marks, which basically means they're paying X. They're rewarding that behavior. So it's gonna totally pervert. Like X is about to get even worse, I think. I think people are gonna make money on it, but it's gonna get weird. Anyway, somebody wanted me to use to go through Midjourney. So here's the question: whoever asked about Midjourney earlier, what do you want to know? like where do you want me to start? So I'm on the website of Midjourney, which is different than doing it in Discord. I don't use Discord anymore. I just use the website because I think it's decent. Have you made an avatar of Champ? I haven't. I haven't made an avatar of any animals because I can't get it to animate the face. We need to create an AI engagement pod. Well, if you haven't seen, if you're not a member of the AI Salon, you should join the AI Salon. Go to the salon.ai and click on join our community. It doesn't cost anything. Go through, there's like a 7-step kind of welcome process. Just go through that on your own time. But step 2 is introduce yourself. So go in there, introduce yourself. This is a community of people that are really up to some fun stuff with AI. So this is a little AI optimist echo chamber. And it's really, really good people in it. Very generous, very smart, very well educated on generative AI. And, go there and do that. And then this coming Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Time is our 2nd year anniversary. So we have 2 meetings a month. We've been going for 2 years. And this coming Tuesday, December 3rd, is our 2-year anniversary. So come hang out there. All right. So that's a place where you can get AI engagement because, people know what's going on. They got it going on. I just subscribed and I've watched you before, but now I'm just lost. I'm using the website. You're just lost where? In the salon? Oh, just lost with AI? Yeah, well, that does not surprise me. Oh. 2 Block Tom, you were the one that wanted to see how to use Midjourney. Okay. So this is Midjourney. I'm trying to even think where to start. If you go to explore, you can. This is other people's work. I think you can click on any of these. Yeah, you can get the prompt that they used. Midjourney tends to be really good at just very realistic stuff. So I can grab this prompt and I can just pop it in and hit return. And then it'll make something based on that. Now, it'll be different because I've got something called personalization turned on. But you can just put any prompt in and it'll make something, right? And I think I've got this set up. Yeah, I've got it set up to do portrait image size. So that's why it's the same aspect ratio. But if I change this to landscape, like that, and I just click on this prompt, it'll repopulate that thing. I can just hit return again, and now it'll make landscape versions of these chandeliers. So those are kind of cool. And then you can also do weird things like just increase stylization. Like, let me just pop that up to like 750 and just put the same thing in there and hit return. And then we go in here and I'll take stylization down, but I'll put weirdness up to some high number. And I'll just do that. And now I'll do stylization and weirdness high and variety high. This should give us 4 different things. So without even really, like, one of the ways that I love to play with generative AI tools is just don't think about it. Grab someone else's prompt. They're there, right? If someone wants you to not see their prompt, they can pay Midjourney extra money to hide their shit. So everything's out there. And then in general, people can use yours. And quite frankly, like, with very few exceptions. No one's writing prompts that are worth, holding tight to the vest. Put them out there, because like, look how different, just changing a few settings, how different they are from the starting image that I started with. Let me see where it is. Here. I started with that. I mean, that's someone else's image. And then mine are completely different, right? Like, these have people in them. Like, that's pretty fascinating. That looks nothing like that other thing. Is that cheating? Maybe. So that's a way to use it. Another way to use it is if you go to X, hang on, my dog wants cheese. If you go to X and you search for SRF. What is an SRF? So SRF is a style reference. So if you search for style reference, see where it's got this number right here? That's a style reference number. So if you just go to Twitter and type in style references, you can go ahead and copy this number. And then I can go back to Midjourney. I can pop in that quote. One thing I've noticed with style refs is if you have stylization and weirdness high, it tends to ignore the style reference. So I always turn those off to test the style reference. And then you go -- SREF, that number. And now I'm going to make that. And, I didn't put SREF in there. Hang on. -- SREF, style reference, that number. Let me go let the dog out. You want to go out? Is that what's going on? Is everybody having fun but you? So look at that. That's super flipping cool. And then we can go back over to X and just grab another one. Let's see. This one's got two SRFs in it. TikTok pin. Is it cheating or a shortcut? Exactly. And again, here's my philosophy on this stuff is generating the shit is not the art. The art is choosing like of all these different looks down here. So maybe I want some chandelier. I want to do some highfalutin chandelier artwork. And I started, I was inspired by this from someone else. And then I came over here and I did things that were kind of like that. And then I did things that were kind of different. And I look at this and I'm like, maybe I want to do a space opera about planets. And maybe this image drives me into a completely different creative direction. Right? And I think that one of the things that makes AI creative work brilliant is that you can skim like a stone skipping across the water. You can skim from idea to idea to idea and have them really fully executed. Can you do it again step by step? Sure, absolutely. Let's go look at what we got from the new. So this look and feel came from this style ref, right? So someone had this this horror slasher film aesthetic with these two style refs. And then I took this same exact prompt, put in those two style refs. And now we've got this kind of sci-fi looking, like, this is just crazy. This is like surreal. It's planetary, it's architectural, but it's not, but it's fantastical. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So where we are is we're in Midjourney. And so midjourney.com. You do have to be a paid subscriber to use Midjourney. In my opinion, it's worth it. $10 a month is the minimum. It is just higher quality than most image generation tools. Hang on, I just lost my light, and I can't be without light because, you know, I gotta look pretty, people. I gotta look pretty. I just came from Wicked, right? You know, I gotta be popular. You gotta be popular. Okay, so we're in Midjourney. I'm on the Create tab, and in the Create tab, you can just put in anything, right? You can literally put in, let's do popular. You can just put in the word popular and see what Midjourney thinks of it. You know, there's all sorts of things that you can do with Midjourney where you learn all of the different options, all of the different functions. That can be interesting if you're geeky and really like flipping switches and dials and being able to control as much as you can control. You can do that, but you don't have to. You can just go in there and pop in popular and just let's see what it comes up with. Some crazy ass surreal shit. So that's kind of fun. Now I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go to my personalized tab and I'm going to turn personalization off. And I'll show you what personalization is in a second, but I'm going to come back up here to create. And I'm going to pop in the same exact term, popular. We're going to pop that in there without personalization turned on and see how different it is. You look wicked pretty, Kyle. He's wicked pretty. Very, very different. So here are images that are more in my aesthetic, according to Midjourney. So these four, this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here's 4 that are without personalization turned on. Like, you know, classical paintings, tame surrealism, sort of surrealism, kind of a sci-fi vibe. Personalization's super cool. If you go to personalization and you say start teaching, what it does is it gives you 2 images, and then on your numeric keypad you can do 1, 2, and 3. If you do 1, you're voting for the image on the left. If you do 2, you're voting for the image on the right. And if you do 3, you're just skipping this pair. I'm going to skip these because I don't really like either of those. Don't like either of those. Don't like either of those. Don't like either of those. I will go with 1, the one on the left. Here I'll go with nothing. Here I'll go with the one on the left. Here I'll go with the second one, 2. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 1. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 1. So in choosing these, I'm training Midjourney to like what I like. And then it says, I've done 571 of these. At 1,000, I unlock level 3, which I think gives you extra credits. But anyway, you can turn this on. And if it's on, or when you do a prompt, you can do --P, and that stands for personalization. That's your own personal style. And so now it'll do things that are more in your style. So that's fun. Okay. So, but what I showed before was, if you go to the Explore tab, this is a bunch of images that other people have done. So if I just reload this whole thing, like let's say I like that one. Cool. You can just come over here and copy this prompt. Oh, in fact, I just clicked on it and it added it into my little prompt area here. And then I can go, change the aspect ratio from vertical to landscape. You can choose different models if you want to. I tend to just leave it on, 6.1, whatever the latest one is. You can change stylization and weirdness. But anyway, I can now just take that prompt from that other person's image and just hit return. Because I have personalization turned on, it's likely going to be very different than theirs. What's this? Who dis? Hey, Jason, what's happening? We're just in Midjourney. People wanting a little Midjourney love, a little Midjourney action. Hey, Kyle. How do you use Midjourney? What's Midjourney? Why is Midjourney? Why would you use Midjourney? Hey, Kyle. Anyway, okay. So I don't like any of those. So I'm going to go back to Explore and find a different image because none of those inspire me. And in fact, I don't have to do that. Here's a fun thing you can do. Jump over to ChatGPT. And so I'm in, wait, why am I not able to choose my model? What's going on? Oh, I was just scrolled. Got it. So I'm just in ChatGPT 4.0, and I can say, I want you to give me 20 image prompt or Miage image prompts that feature an interesting subject, location, artistic style, and lighting scenario. Like, fucking let ChatGPT do the work. If you're in ideation mode, like if you know you want a meerkat, then start figuring out how to prompt to get the exact meerkat you want. But if you're in ideation mode, fuck it. Just go figure it out. I'm going to stop this. I don't like the way it wrote. I'm going to say, write these as a single paragraph prompt with no distinct labels for the elements. Just write it as a description. And so now a violinist stands in the heart of, all right, that's super long. Wait. But give me each prompt as its own paragraph, not all of them together. Okay, so violinist stands in the heart of a dense bamboo forest in Kyoto, their music echoing through golden hour light casts long shadows. These are missing artistic styles. All right, did it do it? Fine, whatever. Violinist standing in a dense bamboo forest. Great, let's go make that. So, like, have ChatGPT write a bunch of prompts, and then you'll be amazed what we can do with this. So I'm just going to give us one, and let's see if we like this. We'll see if we get something we like here. And then if you click on the prompt, it'll populate your thing there. And I can just go up and go, I'm gonna jack up the weirdness and just see what it looks like with weirdness jacked up. And you'll see, weird here is one of these little labels. But these are pretty cool looking. Like that one, I love the composition of that one. Now we're getting into the weirdness. Nice. Yeah, like these are weird. They're good weird, right? They're good and dramatic. So I can do that. Then I can do things like this. I could say, okay, give me that prompt, but I'm going to go into, I've uploaded a bunch of images. So these are all images I've uploaded or created. And I can pick any one of these. Like I can pick, like this one's got some crazy ass colors in it. And there's 3 little icons here. There's a picture reference where it's going to use kind of the structure and the content of this to inspire the next image. There's a style reference, an SRF, where it's going to take the look and feel of this and do a bamboo forest with this look and feel. And then there's a character reference if you want to do a person. So let's take that one as an input, and then let's find another one here that's got a really distinct style. Well, this is Japanese, so let's grab this Japanese wave, and we'll make that a style as well. So we've got, this really specific illustration, this really specific color scheme, and this really specific prompt. Boom. Let's see what that does for us. And do I have that weirdness turned on? No, I turned weirdness off. So let's see what that does. And then while that's thinking, we go over here to X and we searched for SREF for style reference. And we can just go like, that one's pretty cool and clean. Well, let's go find something that would look good with a bamboo forest. That black and white's kind of interesting. And again, like other people have put these things out there for us to go use, like love that look and feel. So let's just grab that style reference. Go back to Midjourney. Oh, that's cool. Look at what that did for us. That's really cool. So we're going to pop that in there. And we're going to go -- SREF, that new reference, and see what that does for us. But these are super groovy. You can also just input 2 images. Watch this with no prompt. I can go, give me that crazy ass image. I'm going to leave it the image prompt. And then give me, all right, we'll do Pastel Kyle and Cowboy Kyle as image references. And now it's going to mix those 2 images. This is Claire, Dr. J on here. This is how she makes a lot of her images, is she just mashes 2 images together. How do you get AM speed? How do you create an SREF for something you created? All right, we can do that. Actually, that's kind of a cool image, isn't it? It took the Cowboy Kyle and that crazy ass pastel drawing, and it made kind of this weird ass stylized hip me. That's fucking crazy. All right, so let's say that we really like this style, right? The violin player in this crazy illustrated bamboo garden. So I can, let me download this image. I'm sure I could do this some other way. Can I just, how do I just use this as, oh, I can. Oh, cool. I just learned something new. Okay, look. So to add an image, I can click on this button here. I can upload an image from my hard drive. I can pick something I've uploaded before. But what I just learned is I can grab any one of these images and just drag it up into that window. And so now I'm going to make that a style reference. And now I'm going to go 70s muscle car resto mod in an abandoned factory with sunlight streaming through the broken window. Now, I don't know. What I don't know is if I can turn that image into one of those numbers that I share. That I don't know. That I'm not aware of. But look how cool that style is, right? So we went from this photorealistic thing, and then we added in sort of a weird color scheme and a very specific illustration style to get this kind of Japanese illustration style with that saturated color scheme. And now we added that to a completely different prompt. And now we're just in a now, like, this is in an absolutely complete other universe from where we started, right? We started here. And within a couple of generations, we're here. That's bonkers, right? What's dash SRF M? I don't know what that means, Brandon. So if I go here and I go dash SRF space M. Oh, random. Oh yeah, if you, oh yeah, this is another one. 70s muscle car resto mod SS dash SRF random. Silver Fox does this one a lot. And this will give you one of those numbers. That's right. I forgot about this. Good. So see how now we've got this specific SREF here that we just generated. So I'm going to click this again, and I'm going to do dash SREF random. And then I'm going to do it again, dash SREF random. You know what's amazing about this to me is we are so barely scratching the surface of, oh, through the Bork window. That's funny. Broken windows. Dash SREF random. Here's where I kind of feel like we are with AI right now, with generative AI in general. Every single one of the tools, whether it's Runway ML for video, or it's Decohere for images and video, or it's Krea, or it's Poe, or it's ChatGPT, or it's Claude, or it's Midjourney, or it's Suno, or it's Udio, all of the tools right now, all of them, you can run incredibly deep down. Like if you wanted to spend the next 30 days on nothing but Midjourney, you could do it and probably not even scratch the surface. It's crazy. Look at this style. This style right here is just bonkers. Like, I kind of love it. You know, that looks anything but AI generated. Like, that doesn't look AI generated to me. You know, maybe the fact that the tail light on the one side is all fucked up. Wait, where am I going? Hang on. The tail light on the right is a little fucked up, but like, that style is just so analog and cool. And then here's another style. This is the SREF random. This is just one of the random ones. Kind of cool. Here's another style. Love that. It's like orange and whatever, orange, black, and gray. Cool. Let's take that one. Okay, so here's something we'll do. All right, watch this. So go back to create. Let's go grab this. I love these images, by the way. God damn, those are good. Let's grab this prompt, and then let's go up to this crazy orange style reference and click on that SREF, and it'll automatically populate that SREF in there. And now let's go get a bamboo player, a bamboo forest violin player in that crazy ass orange style. Let's see what that turns into. This is insanity. Like, you know what's cool about this? You could take this, jump into Photoshop, split those into separate colors, and do this as a screen printing. And you'd have no way to know that was AI generated. You could full on screen print this in, specific ink colors that you choose. Start question for Ocean when you're done with Midjourney. Okay, I'll check that out. That was one prompt that we took from ChatGPT. So let's go back to ChatGPT and grab another one. An ancient robot covered in moss and vines. This should be fun. So let's go back to Midjourney. Just pop that in there with nothing. See what we get. Then let's do it again. We'll pump up weirdness. We'll try that. Then we'll take down weirdness, turn up stylization. We'll try that. Then we'll take those down to 0. We'll go grab a style reference that we like this one right here is fucking gorgeous. So we'll grab that and we'll grab the prompt and we'll try that. Look at that style. That's gorgeous. I didn't have to use my brain, but I can use my creative eye. Right? Like a lot of creative energy in the olden timey days, before we had these tools, a lot of creative energy went into, okay, let me think about, okay, what do I want to do? Okay, it'd be cool if I had a robot. And then you spend some fucking long amount of time thinking, okay, like what does the robot have a round head, or like is it C3PO or is it R2D2? And if you haven't spent your life reading comic books and knowing different kinds of robots, you kind of get stuck. And then you're like, okay, let me go Google robots. And then I try to find a reference that I like, but then there's one in the style. I like the shape of the robot, but not the style. Well, now you can just go, fuck it, give me a fucking 100 robots in 50 styles. And then I can just use my brain, my eyes, and go, I love this, right? These feel kind of like stuff I've seen before. These kind of feel like bad video game cinematics. For me, that feels unique and interesting. That robot has a soul that I want to know about this robot. Why are the wires on the outside? Was this a robot that got hacked and circuit bent? Who's that dude? What's that robot do for him? Or is he a robot? We don't know. I don't like this style, but that's at least kind of unique and interesting looking. You might love that style, right? And then if you're like, robot's not quite right, you could go an ancient what's the an ancient gold trommel. Is it 2 L's? Maybe it's 1 M, 2 L's. Gold Trom L. TikTok pin. Sea Slug of Doom. Can you edit an existing photo without altering it fundamentally, like a headshot? Yeah, you can. Here, let me show you how to do that. I'll show you one more thing in this. So, an ancient gold trommel. Why is that not? How am I spelling trommel wrong? Well, whatever. It'll figure it out. I want to be able to download open source software from Hugging Face and GitHub. I also just need to upgrade from an Intel chip to a MacBook Pro chip. Yeah, you got to do that. I've got my computer at work is an Intel chip, and my MacBook that I use here is an M1, and yeah, I can't use a lot of software at work. It sucks. But look at this. This is cool. Like now we're just like have crazy ass old machinery, right? It's not a robot. Now it's just kind of janky action. All right. Somebody want to know if we could edit. So we'll go back to create here. Let's say, what was that one that I really liked? I liked this one. So I can go in here and I can say, the way you do this is you go over to this editor button on the lower right hand side. If you see different buttons here in Midjourney than I have, you can click on more options and you can add in different things. Like you can pan, you can remix. There's all sorts of sets of buttons you can put in here. So you can turn some on and turn them off. So make sure to explore that more options thing. But if I go to the editor, I can now do things like let's say I wanted this to be more square. I wanted to see more of the sky, and I want to see a little bit more of this down here. Now it's going to generate a little something for me. They changed the way this works, and I don't like it. It used to give you the options right here, but now they're out here. So anyway, so here's, look, it added a signature there. So there's something in the training set. Okay, that's kind of cool. That was one of the things I was thinking is it was missing some sky interest. So let's take this one. We'll go take this one into the editor. And now I'm gonna I can either erase or restore, but I'm gonna erase an area in the sky, like right here, and I'm just gonna put in here, full moon glows golden blue, which does not make sense, but Chat or Midjourney can figure that shit out. See if we get a nice golden blue full moon. We got nothing. Why'd we get nothing? Huh. That's bizarre. Go back to edit. Explore, create. Let's go back to this one and go editor, edit prompt, reuse prompt. This should work. Full moon glows golden blue. Let's say full moon in the night sky glows. Let's just say glows. Maybe the golden blue fucked it up. Oh, here I can see open in full editor. Oh, this is where I get the things over here. Okay. So let's say submit edit. Okay, so now I've got, that's what, okay. The other thing about AI right now is they just keep changing the interface and adding stuff to it. So the minute you think you have it figured out, you don't. Okay, that looks fake and weird. There's nothing there, nothing there. Huh, strange. Well, whatever. That's kind of funny and stylized. Let me do this. Let me highlight all this. Go over here, and then I'm going to go distant mountain range is silhouetted by the moon. Submit edit. I know I didn't spell that word right. What do you want from me? Yeah, it's a Van Gogh moon. It's a totally Van Gogh moon. It's the illustration style doesn't actually match, but what are you gonna do? There's no mountains there. There's no mountains there. Oh wait, no, the mountains are still rendering. There's a mountain. There's a mountain. Actually, look at the depth that adds to the image. Now there's some people up here. See, now we're starting to get so there. If you want him desolate and isolated, there's jagged mountains. He's lost forever. Here, there's people in the distance. So maybe he's hiding from them or he's on the run, right? Like there's different stories that get told. Like I like that one. And then you can say with this one, you can now go upscale into the gallery. And let's actually make this 16 by 9. And so we'll just say, I think I can lose everything and just say submit edit. No, prompt can't be empty. Sky and land continues. Let's try that. So this won't muck with the middle, but it will, just like Photoshop's generative fill will extend to the ends. That word can't be spelled right. Silhouetted was not spelled right. All right, let's see which one we like here. I really like this blue glow around him in this one. So let's do that. And now if I say upscale to the gallery, that's now going to send this back up to create in an upscaled fashion. Pretty slick, right? All right. So let's let this render, and then we'll be done with Midjourney. But I actually like that. And here, let me show you another thing that's kind of fun to do. If you don't do this, what I'm about to show you, if you don't do it, you should start doing it. %78 complete. Come on, Midjourney, speed things up here, boy. You can do it. All right, 100% complete. So let's go look at our detail here. Crazy cool. Love the people in the background. Kind of like this. It's got a little bit of a dark blue halo around it, but that's okay. So I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to go over to Twitter. I'm going to go to my little home area here. And I'm going to go, was messing around in, I'll tag them. Why not? In Midjourney tonight on my AI Learning Lab live. And if you don't have a live session, you can just say, I was just messing around with Midjourney tonight and stumbled upon this fella. I like him. Paste. Post. You could also put the prompt in there if you wanted to. You could put, if there's a style reference, you could put the style reference in. But the reason to do stuff like this, learn out loud. Like as you're learning, oh, here was a cool thing I did. I like that. Let's go share that with the world. Someone out there will go, oh, so-and-so knows what's happening. All right. So let me go look at what people are asking here. Okay. Ocean, Kyle, quick question. Please, do you think we will be reliable and should feel guilty for not educating our family and community about AI? They don't care. Why should I? Here's why. Here. How did you put the question? Oh, do you think we should be reliable? Do you think we should be responsible for trying to bring people along? I don't think it's your job to evangelize, but I think it is smart for you to talk about AI a lot. And what'll happen is people will opt into you talking about AI. So if you've got 4 people in your life that are just like, Ocean, I don't give a shit about AI. Never talk to me about it again. Don't talk to them about it again. But I would keep putting shit on LinkedIn and keep putting shit on Facebook and keep putting shit on Twitter and, you know, get in communities like the AI Salon, right? Get in communities like this group that are full of people that you don't have to convince, but you can learn from and you can be inspired by. And just keep talking about it and putting it out there. Because here's what will happen. Like, it is sad to me that you're passionate about this stuff and you got people in your life that are like, fuck off. I've got them too. That makes me sad because I know that at some point they're going to be affected by this. And if they just would have come along for the ride, they'd be much better prepared for what's coming. Here's what'll happen. Probably the most vocal of those people 3 months from now is going to get laid off because they didn't know AI and their boss said, well, we want people that know AI and you haven't really learned it. And then they will come to you and they'll go like, oh, hey, I know I was kind of a dick before about AI, but I think I got to learn from it now. Tom said, thanks for the Midjourney walkthrough. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. The reason to share this stuff is twofold. One is for you personally, it will start to build your brand that you're an innovator, that you're a creative person, that you're an entrepreneur, that you're smart, that you're AI literate. You never know who's going to see the stuff that you put out there. So like this little post that I just did on X with the robot, someone might see that and go, oh, I need illustrations for a kid's book. And they don't know anything about AI and they reach out to me and maybe they hire me or maybe they say, how do you do that? And you make a difference that way. So one is to do it personally, but the other one is 47% of Americans about 4 months ago, 47% of Americans hadn't even heard of ChatGPT. Maybe that's down to 40% now. But that's like 4 in 10 people have never even fucking heard of it. And so if you post something like the little robot post I did, maybe someone sees it and is like, are you an illustrator? You're like, no, I just used AI. AI can do that? Like, and then, maybe someone because of that, gets educated about this stuff and won't be blindsided in the future. So it's a really good question. I don't, but I don't think you should, it's not your job to convert someone that hates this shit. Like, let them hate it. Just makes me sad. Hey guys, Kyle or any of you in the chat, can you tell me if this is a good deal? MacBook Pro 14-inch M4 chip built for Apple Intelligence, 10-core GPU. What's the price on it? Like, I don't know if it's a good deal. How much RAM? How much hard drive? I mean, okay, I've been buying Apple products since the Mac 512KE in 1987. It cost $13.99. I mean, it depends on your budget. Here's my philosophy with buying any Apple hardware. Always buy the latest and always buy the biggest, most powerful thing you can afford. Because we're at the point now where these machines are good enough that they will last you 3 to 5 years without having to upgrade. And And I have never in my life been in a situation where I'm like, well, that hard drive was too big. I didn't use all that RAM. No, especially with AI, you're going to be generating a bunch of content. So you're going to fill up hard drives really quickly. And then there's going to be tools that come out where you can run AI models locally, right? So anyway, all right. What else do we want to do tonight? My voice is going. All right. ChatGPT 2-year reflections. That's interesting. Okay, so tomorrow is November 30th. November 30th, 2022, in my humble opinion. He's not humble. He doesn't seem very humble. In my humble opinion,
you can make money with ChatGPT.
November 30th, 2022 was the beginning of a new era. While we've had AI for decades, the launch of ChatGPT is the first true consumer access to artificial intelligence and machine learning for people that are not programmers and not mathematicians and not research scientists. Like the rest of us get to play with this shit now because of that moment. It is an identical moment to the launch of the World Wide Web in the early 90s, where the internet had been around for decades, and it was primarily the purview of mathematicians and librarians and research scientists and engineers. And then Tim Berners-Lee creates the World Wide Web, and just any old person can learn enough HTML and put up a website. And it democratizes interconnected computers, right? ChatGPT does that for AI. Holy shit. So a thing to pay attention to tomorrow is Kakif and Silver Fox have the pink bows up. Thank you. I like that. It's AI Independence Day. It is in a way. It's an AI birthday. A thing to pay attention to is, does OpenAI launch something tomorrow? They very well might. It's a Saturday. It's a holiday weekend. They might launch something. They might not. So don't get your panties in a bunch if they don't launch anything tomorrow. I am in a more zen place with OpenAI than I have been historically. They're going to launch what they're going to launch when they're going to launch it. Here's where I am with AI. So the first year after ChatGPT came out, everything was new and exciting. Every upgrade they did was new and exciting. Every other company that created a large language model was new and exciting. Every image generation tool upgrade was new and exciting. Everything was new and exciting. And there were so few of them, relatively speaking, that you could kind of keep track of who were the major players. Year 2, this past year, OpenAI effectively stopped shipping products. They announced a bunch of shit that they just never shipped, right? We got this time last year, we got custom GPTs. And then, over the course of the last year, we went from GPT-4 to GPT-4 Omni, which Omni had, the way they demoed it, it had all these multimodal capabilities that they never really delivered. And we never really understood what the difference was. Like when they first showed it, it had like this image generation model that was completely different. They announced Sora, the video thing, that never launched. They've put out O1 preview, which is sort of this weird ass preview that's not really real. And maybe we get the real O1 tomorrow. Maybe we don't, whatever. That said, if OpenAI stopped shipping today, never shipped another thing, there is more fucking power in ChatGPT in Claude, in Perplexity, in Gemini, like all the flavors of Gemini, in Meta, in the open source world, in all of the image generation tools, in all the video generation tools, in the music generation tools, in the sound synthesis tools like 11 Labs, in the avatar making tools like HeyGen. Every single tool out there is crossing a threshold. The past 2 years, these tools have just been janky pieces of shit, right? Janky pieces of shit. And now we live in a world where, without really even typing a prompt, having ChatGPT type a prompt within whatever it was, 15 iterations and clicks and little edits, like knowing how to use Midjourney just a little bit. Like, I'm not good at Midjourney. I'm good at like little pieces of Midjourney. We got to this. Every tool out there has got, some equivalent of this. There's the language equivalent of this. There's the music equivalent of this. There's the programming equivalent of this. There's the animation equivalent of this. So, and then on top of that, half of our country and probably more than half of the world don't even know this shit exists. I find that mind-boggling. I find it mind-boggling that there's an active resistance to this. And yet, every time in the history of humanity that there's been a major technological innovation, it is feared and resisted and attempted to be stopped every single fucking time. I'm sure including fire, right? You can burn yourself on that. The first time a stone wheel rolled over someone and crushed them, probably like, we gotta end it with this wheel thing. All the wheels are going to do is just crush us all. We're all just going to get crushed. They probably didn't even have language back then. They're just like, and now we've got AI, right? Where AI is the new fucking evil thing. The technology isn't stopping. So if you're here hanging out on a Friday night, chances are incredibly high, even if you just got here and you haven't ever really played with AI, chances are incredibly high that you're way farther ahead than most of the world is right now. Way farther ahead. And if you're an irregular, one of the people that, so I go live on these things 5 nights a week for like 2 hours a night. And there's a whole posse, there's a whole community of people that just show up here every night. And you're like, I would be surprised if I were you, that you're not like, well, that's fucking weird. I agree. Doesn't make any sense. That's why we call them the irregulars. Chances are we're also dateless. Yeah, if you don't have a hot date tonight and you're hanging out with me, chances are you're dateless, or you're way more advanced than AI than you give yourself credit for. I think a thing to reflect on is don't lose faith. One of the things that I've experienced with myself is how fucking quickly I normalize the remarkableness of what we have in our hands right now. Right? We're like, oh yeah, well, we have a reasoning engine, but it's a shitty reasoning engine. Wait, we have a what? We have a reasoning engine? We have a tool in ChatGPT right now that's got like 120 IQ that can do multi-step reasoning. We all have that right now that we could go play with. How much have you played with it? I haven't played with it very much. I don't know what to fucking ask it. That's remarkable. And then the tech nerds and the doomers are just like, oh, it's crappy, it's not great, it's not this. But I'm sorry, we have a 120 IQ multi-step reasoning engine at our disposal right now. Like, that's fucking remarkable. So I'd say stay in touch with the how lucky we are. So that's that. Now, I think the next 3 months, and it might be 3 to 6 months. Let's hedge it a little bit. I'll hedge it a little. We're going to start to see some truly remarkable things where we're going to see a reasoning engine that is significantly better than O1 Preview and is multimodal. It can take video input and it can potentially take audio input, and it's going to be connected to the internet. And then in January, we're going to get a thing called operators, which are agents, which will take action on our behalf. So in the next 3 to 6 months, the core capabilities that we have access to are going to get a massive upgrade. We're not going to know what to do with them. Like, why I keep going live 2 years into this is we've probably got another 3 to 5 years of just rolling innovations. And if you're playing, if you're exploring AI, if you're making robot images and sharing them on X, the amount of opportunity you're going to have is going to be insane. And for all those people like Ocean's family that's just like, I don't want to hear about AI anymore, at some point, they're going to want to hear about AI because it's going to affect their life. My mission is to educate as many people as possible to get off the fucking sidelines. Get off the sidelines. If you're just here and you just thought, oh, there's a fat old guy talking about something, and you just forgot to change the channel, and you're still watching me, but you're not doing shit with AI, go to ChatGPT right now. You don't even have to go to ChatGPT. Go to chat.com. Sam Altman spent at least $15 million on that bad boy. Chat.com, and just start playing with it. Ask it to make you a robot image. Ask it to make you a pizza recipe. All right. Okay. Next Tuesday is the AI Salon's second birthday. So ChatGPT's birthday is tomorrow. The AI Salon next Tuesday. We had our first meeting the week after ChatGPT came out, which in hindsight was pretty fucking cool. We moved fast because we were talking about doing something and ChatGPT came out, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So that's next Tuesday. So if you go to thesalon.ai, and then click on the join this community and join the community and RSVP for next Tuesday. All right. If you are on YouTube but have not subscribed, please fucking subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you are on any other platform, go to YouTube to Learning Lab -AI. That's the channel, and subscribe. Even if you hate me and you're never going to watch it again, just do me a solid. If you are at all a theater geek, you have to see Wicked. If you are at all a cinema person, go see Wicked. If you're an unfeeling heathen, fucking go see it anyway. And then you can just tell people how much you hated it. It's really good. It's very, very well done. Cynthia Erivo's acting, like both of their singing is remarkable, and Ariana Grande's funny and cute and perfect for the role, but Cynthia Erivo's acting is just stunning. Okay, so often what I do on a Friday night date night is I'll give you weekend homework, and I know it's kind of a Thanksgiving weekend, but you fucking showed up here, so I'm going to give you homework. So here's your homework. Inspired by Ocean, and thanks for the idea, Brandon. Find someone in your life to either introduce to ChatGPT or to some image generation tool, or even Suno, the song generating tool. Find someone in your life or some stranger and see where they are with AI. And if they haven't tried it, introduce someone new to ChatGPT. All right? Or an image tool or a music tool. That'll be fun. All right? Do that. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have had a restful, not too family PTSD kind of week. Hopefully, Uncle Jimmy behaved himself, didn't get too drunk. So I'll take off tomorrow and Sunday. I'll be back here Monday night. Tuesday night's the second anniversary of the salon. I will probably do one of these Tuesday night, but it'll probably be late. But I'll call that on the day. And then yeah, that's it. I'll see you all on Monday, all right? So who do we got in here? In in the YouTube world, we got Tobias, we got Jeff Flanagan, got Danielle, Oceans, got Lori Blair, Silver Fox. We got Vicky Baptiste. Thank you, Vicky, for everything. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods, for all that you do. Thanks, Brandon, for doing the TV switching producer role. That helps tremendously. Archetypal Architect, Kelly Camp. Good to see you. And then let's see, over here on the TikTok, who do we got? Who do we got that's been talking? Papa JJ. Deal of the day, Kakif, Winston. Good night, everybody. Good night, Winston. Good to see you. Side Hustle Mimi in the house. Mr. IT, you are welcome. Let's see, Joy Purdy. Deal of the day. I think I said that, but you know, my brain. Brandon's over here too. Brandon's everywhere. Danielle's over here as well. Let's see, who else we got? Silver Fox, Teton Skier, Two Block Tom, Dam, or Dan M. Dan M. I think it's Dan M. I had a little dyslexia moment. All right, beautiful. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Peace out to the YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter folks. Have a good weekend. And there they go.